let's talk about the programs that we have here. We've got Life Teen. We also have for the younger ones. What's the name of the program?
So we have Edge for junior high.
There
Yes.
you go.
Yeah. And so we have our sixth graders are actually doing kind of a hybrid program this year.
Okay.
But they're invited to participate in different youth ministry events while they're still kind of doing elementary type catechesis. So we have Edge for 7th and 8th. We have our 6th grade program, and then we have our Life Teen program plus confirmation. Prep. Yes.
And what are the different challenges that come up with working with these different, with the different ages, different groups? Yes.
Yeah. Well, they are very different. A 6th grader also is tremendously different from an 8th grader. So you really do just get this like wide range of personalities and ages. It's a very, an 11-year-old is not at all the same in any way from an 18-year-old that's now an adult.
In terms of, maturity, interest, and all of that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And
disposition.
Yes. I think that, and praise God, so we did just recently hire somebody who's now the assistant coordinator of youth ministry, and he's kind of handling at least the program development, praise God, for the junior high ministry. So now I'm being able to do a little bit more focus on high school, but we're still trying to kind of not be siloed and help where we can with each other and be present in both those situations.
When we found out about that assistant, my wife and I were like, great, because what 800 kids?
Yes,
that is a huge job.
Yes,
for Katie to take to take on just by herself. So thank God there's another person there to help you out, and especially with times like this where it's just everything's just crazy.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I like you said, so already those age groups are just so vastly different. And it's the same thing where, if you even write a 9th grader and a 12th grader, totally different times in their life. The needs are just completely different. And with a 12th grader that maybe hasn't had the opportunity to really encounter Jesus, what you're trying to do in that last year is like offer just something, right? Where the 9th grader, maybe you can move a little bit. You really are aiming towards walking with them even slowly, just like God walks with me slowly, trying to walk with them just wherever that they're at. There's definitely more flexibility in that. Regardless, and then junior high is a totally different animal as far as the needs that are there and what they kind of require, and that goes beyond, right? Like junior high kids might want to have more like physically active games. Even in like the program and the curriculum that you're developing, it looks a lot different between junior high and high school. No, go ahead.
Did your parents ever have an idea that you were gonna go into youth ministry? Since they were involved, in St. Mary's when they were in college?
I think that yes, is my short answer. My mom helped a lot with like our youth ministry program at St. Williams. And that was always really cool because there was a lot of opportunities, especially when I was more on like the high school leadership side, where I felt like I got to do stuff like with my mom. And I know that was really special for me. I know growing up, and I think that was really special for her too. And so both of my parents always really encouraged me in that. And like, even in like my, like, just music ministry or just all of that, they've always been very supportive. I think on some level they probably felt that this was where I would end up.
Were they disappointed because they had found each other in St. Mary's and they had gotten married? They're like, maybe you'll find somebody at St. Mary's too.
No, they were disappointed, but I was disappointed. No, my parents, they're just phenomenal people. And they really did like, as far as like dating and all that kind of stuff goes, especially in college, that's something like when you, right. Then JP2 talks about it a lot, right? So I need to be a whole person that is whole in order to be able to like pour out, but then also to be able to receive another person. And so really in college, they pushed more just having that opportunity to really try to become more whole, to really move toward healing and growth and all that good stuff. And then kind of the natural fruit of that is relationship. And so, I had great opportunities to hang out with a lot of guys, but nothing, obviously still single, ready to mingle.
So you're on the market.
I'm on the market.
You're first interviewee that's on the market.
Yes.
Actually.
Tell everybody. That should be the title. I'd be like, Katie is on the market. Tell them all. Yes.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
I do. I have 4 others. So 5 total of all of us, but I have 4 other brothers and sisters.
Where do you fall in the mix? Are you the older?
So
younger?
What do you think? Out of curiosity.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I'm the second oldest, the oldest girl, which I hope my brother isn't watching this, but he's the older. So it's my older brother, myself, younger sister, she's at A&M, younger brother, he's at A&M, and then my littlest sister is a freshman in high school.
But destined to go to A&M.
I guess destined to go to. My brother graduated from A&M. Just yes, yes. I don't know. Sophia, she'll do her own thing. We'll see.
Do you think she'll be a rebel and go to a rival school?
I don't know. I feel no. It's funny because Sophia won't be like a rebel, but she would do like the practical thing of like, oh, I'm going to go to ACC for 2 years and then transfer somewhere. So like she's like that's her kind of like I'm going to save money. Like that's her vibe definitely.
Was there really a lot of pressure to go to A&M?
No, there really wasn't. Honestly, to be honest, there really wasn't. I think that it felt right, especially when all of the siblings kind of started going to A&M.
Okay.
I think that it's harder to kind of choose something else. There is definitely like a safety net, I think, in that.
So your parents didn't sit you down and say, look, we're not going to pay for your college unless you go to A&M.
No, they did not. No, they were very encouraging as we looked at other schools and stuff like that. I think their concern was always more like, don't go out of state. But that, but otherwise, I think they don't mind wherever we're kind of feeling called.